We're kin. We figured it out from, I think, the Scruggs line, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me your lineage, and we'll
Okay.
go from there.
So
Because
from
this
the
is.
Scruggs is Jenny and Susan.
Mm-hmm.
And Susan is married to my mom's brother, Tim.
That's right.
And my mom is part of the
Ramsey,
the Ramsey family.
which is Ramsey Lake.
Yes.
What are you gonna do with that?
That is the big question. We have a lot of things that we're talking about, and hopefully, with this new group that's coming in to take over the, I don't know if the water and sewer utilities will make things be more efficient and see something maybe happen.
So it relies on Monteagle's infrastructure or Tracy City's infrastructure. Where does that come from?
Well, they're looking to bring it all together
Okay.
so that you don't have all these small utility companies that are having a hard time really making the money and to make them more efficient.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, infrastructure is hard. You've been in real estate for how long?
Since 2000.
Wow. So you went through the '07, '08 yuckies
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah.
8, 9 and yuckies.
Yeah, I started up in Manchester, Vermont, and it reminds me a lot of this area before it really took off. And we are on the brink of that now, and it is so important that the people we have in are going to properly plan for this growth and development, and that starts with our infrastructure and getting that right and our roads to be able to handle it.
Oh, and this is America. And what do you see? Where do you see our growth going? Where do you? Because I mean, no one wants to live in Gatlinburg, right?
No,
I
and
mean,
that's one of my biggest fears is to have it just take over because Grundy doesn't have any real zoning rules
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
And so it's kind of like a free for all. And that needs to change to be able to have proper planning, or it's just going to be what anybody wants to put on their and there's a lot of big acreage out there.
There is a lot of big acreage, and that oh, the Grundy County Powers Act, County Powers Act that got shot down by the Tennessee Supreme Court now is no longer our protection. So
Mm-hmm.
here we go.
Yes.
Why does that matter? I mean, is that a quality of life issue? Why does that matter? That
It's a huge, very, very important because what you're doing is you're laying the foundation for the future of this area. And the people that are coming into government right now or with all the elections, that it's very important that they get this and have a unified vision to work together to plan something that is for the best of everybody.
well, I mean, Joe's like this, right? So I just think of Joe. Well, no one's going to tell me what to do with my land. Can't you just
Yes.
see Joe just all over that? I don't need any zoning.
Yes,
Why,
yes,
and there's a boatload of our Joes out there.
yes. The thing I just can stress is you are really the stewards of the land, and we're only here temporarily. We don't
Mm-hmm.
take our land with us. However, what we do with our land leaves our legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And do we want to do something that is going to harm our future or benefit our future?
What do you see us? Because you've seen the all of it, and we are slowly coming out of this into this. It's like, haven't you seen everybody wanting to be here, right?
Yes.
Everyone wants to be here because it's an emerging destination,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that gives a lot of our folks. I mean, hyperventilation. I mean, it's just
Yes.
it's just hard. What do you do about that?
Well, the main thing really is to have better communication.
Sure.
Um, and that is really key.
Mm-hmm.
And to have the local towns work with the county and come up with a unified plan. And Montego has really worked hard on their zoning and trying to come up with something. Um, they're still working on that. And Tracy, I'm not sure they really have much at all.
They don't, but they're adapting within. So they're like the business owners are investing into the big plan that the city and aldermen. So I mean, they're kind of doing it in a cool way instead of the top down approach. It's all right, y'all step up and let's see how we can help that.
Yeah. But the biggest problem that business owners have in Tracy is health.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do with that?
Um, really, I know that Brady is looking to try and bring in more businesses. What kind of businesses? I'm not really sure what we can do, but they are doing something more with the trade schools to. I really would like to see it stay. There's such farming land up here and the timber. And of course, the timber that takes forever to get your money back. But
people just vacation. They want a vacation here. They want to just breathe here. Is that the sense that you're getting?
Yeah, they do, but they come up here, and one of the biggest complaints is after they've done their hiking, there's nothing to do. Where are they going to go? Where's there to go eat? It's very, very limited, and the struggle is with the people that have the restaurants is keeping and maintaining the health.
Well, sure, and hospitality is a tough biz, and you've got to train them. I mean, I think our kids, most of them, have grown up in a please and thank you and yes ma'am and no ma'am kind of world, and that's really what you translate into service, right? It is public service, but hospitality training is super important for those kinds of businesses.
Yes. And if I would love to see if there was some kind of a mentorship program up on the mountain there to work with some of the youth that are kind of out in the outer areas that don't have as many opportunities as other people, but they have a lot to give and they just don't have the skill set. And
sure, yeah, I totally get it. It starts in our schools and kind of prepare our kids for the future. What is our future? What do you see if you had a perfect like wand and it just like this would be perfect? How would you see that here?
I would really like to see more of a sustainable area, farm to table. I think is very, very important because we cannot be relying on our food coming in from all these other areas. As you can see with this, what is it, a bacteria or the...
Oh, that explosive cookie.
Yes.
Yeah, who wants that? But if you know your ground, then you're good.
Yes.
And where it comes from.
Yes, and we cannot rely on things being just mass produced and thrown all together because when there is a problem, it's very hard to trace.
Sure, that makes sense.
And it is even with our meat within, our grocery stores. Some of the bigger chains get a lot of meat from different places and it's all processed together and it's really...
Yucky. I don't want to put that in my body. I probably, if we knew exactly what went in our body, we would be flipping out, wouldn't we?
Yes. And I will say that's one thing that Manchester, Vermont, when I was there, they really stressed that.
Sure.
And that has done very, very well for them. And I just would like to see more of the kids really understand and appreciate the importance of being able to feed your family, feed them healthy foods and growing it and working the land to provide for the community.
Well, wouldn't that be the greatest thing to be able to do, just be authentic and that what people would pay money for?
Yes.
Right? I mean, this has gone back for generations and generations. I'm seventh generation, and that's how that's how everyone lived their life. Why can't we just be authentic and being those people that did that?
And actually, it is very reasonable for what you're getting. You know what you're getting, the food, the quality, versus something coming in from Mexico, China, or wherever.
Sure, sure.
And that's even, our seafood, our beef. I mean, it's sprayed down with ammonia. And that is one thing I would really like to see up here is more of the people working together and training and with the kids getting involved. I know some areas Tracy does like a community garden with the kids to try and bring it more into focus and
Sure. That makes sense.
bringing more of the agriculture back.
It should come back. That's just part of our heritage,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Mont Eagle's in a precarious situation.
Yes. um, some things change and some things just stay the same. It's just different people.
Yeah, this Imagine Mont Eagle that we've been at for 2 years, doing some change, is a great plan, honestly. I think everyone put into it, and if they didn't, that's on you, right? There was plenty of opportunities to do so, and so they've been plugging away at the different things, and one of them was the zoning for businesses. So what Nate and the Architect Institute of America folks said, it was a thing, is small business, cute small businesses that don't have massive parking lots, and that small entrepreneurs can come in and it'd be a walkable, bikeable downtown as opposed to a 5-lane freeway. Right. It's just crazy. Everyone just runs through town, and we've got an elementary school there. But the way the Mont Eagle used to be was small little businesses. So the biggest, it was everyone and I've witnessed everyone on the it was at the planning commission or the city council. All of them are just this plan requires in the business district C1 no parking. It does not require parking. And everyone's like, what? Well, what? Woo, woo. But it passed because it was a leap of faith. This is if you have a business and you don't allow for parking spaces, like it can go in the back, it can't go in the front, the usual C1, which will make it cute, but you have to plan for that.
Yes, you do.
And why should a government tell you how many you need? That should be on you, and that allows a smaller footprint, and that allows a more unique business. So that's the theory behind it. Small.
Well, where are we going to have if some of these, bring in a lot of people? I mean, look at Mountain Goat Market.
Right next door. That's really, I think, what they're talking about as a pilot project. Well, I think a brewery should go there. I think that would be super cool.
Yeah, it would be.
And that would solve that. But we need more parking.
Yes, we do. Because the Mountain Goat Market goes all the way into there. So not having a plan for parking, I think it's going to come back.
Well, it's probably Bobby Douglas's properties at some point. Someone needs to buy those, or the town needs to buy those and create parking. Because that's always the downfall of any downtown district is not having parking.
Yes.
So really the only properties left are, you've got the one next to Mountain Goat Market.
Right.
And they own that, and they're open to whatever. So you've got that one. Truck stop's gone.
And I don't know how we're going to handle that. It's going to be a big tax impact on this town.
Yeah.
Because that's going to bring in so much more traffic, but it's going to be at that end. However, with that traffic brings in a lot of people that are just anonymous passing through that are not necessarily the best kind of.
It's always been a truck stop exit.
I know. I know. It has.
I'm just thrilled Rodney's out of it. Sorry. But anyway, it's a in an analysis, the Petro is a higher end
Yes.
a truck stop, and there's with a franchise there are standards, and the amount of money that would brought in is totally waterworthy. If you
Right.
think of it in a mechanics, I'm not jumping through for joy. Don't get me started. But on the flip side, if it is here, there's some money there,
Right.
and then we don't have to stress on adding a tax for Monteagle or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a need for a truck stop at the top of this mountain because, you look at the traffic and the rest stop is closed.
Yeah.
And, where are these people going to stop? They have to stop after a certain amount of time of driving.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there can be something that happens on that mountain where you are sitting, but that is your clock.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my fellow's a truck driver, Eric, and it's micromanaged to death, and you might as well just stop there on the side of the road because they will fine you and they will do bad things to you.
Well, that you will see that though after there's been an accident and the trucks everyone's been stuck there. Well, then they wind up having to pull over,
Yeah.
and take their
Oh, that's so funny.
break. But on the note about certain people being out of the truck stop, and this is where things with the town and the government. I just hope going forward that people, when they go to the meetings, can behave and communicate in a way that your mother taught you to, and be polite. As I say, don't throw sand at people.
It's just
And
not cool.
Don't be ugly. And I would just like to see things come back to a softer, kinder tone of people being able to communicate. And then, yes, we can disagree, but it doesn't mean we have to be ugly.
Right.
And, you've been the brunt of so much lately. It's unfortunate.
But people can do it. They get behind those
Yes.
those keyboards, and they forget. Well, they're under fake names,
Right.
but it's still the matter. You know who they are, and you can you're going to run into those folks at the pig,
Yes.
right? We're going to look one on one, and the things that they say to you online
Right.
is ugly.
It is horrible.
I mean, it's horrible. It's bullying.
It is downright bullying. And then it's just, but would you say that to my face?
No.
I mean, so I just wish people would stop being coward.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to put it out there. Please, those on Facebook, be kind.
Yeah.
Just be kind to one another.
It's horrible.
And, because karma's a bitch.
Hey, girl. But living well and doing our thing is the best. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
You are a beautiful human being. Michelle also shares with us the mom club that
Yes.
we all don't want to be in. But there's a
Yeah.
bunch of us out there. Mine's going to be 10 years this November.
Yes, mine will be 10 years this September 30th.
Isn't that wild? And it happened so close, and
But
it was.
it's still,
I know.
it's raw. It's so raw.
What are you going to do for a 10-year? I've been thinking about that.
I think I'm going to, when mine happened in North Carolina on the coast, going to go and do something there and in memory of, and I would like to do something up in Vermont.
Oh, that
So.
would be beautiful. Because you've got to immerse it. You can't ignore it. It's always there, always
Yes.
with you, and it makes you who you are today. Just the sadness that will never leave.
Well, it's the club we never wanted to get into, but we don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice, and we support each other, and it's just a special bond that we just only moms know, or dads. I mean, I'm not discounting dads, but mom, we birth them.
Yes, I think there's definitely just that physical connection, and you lose a part of your soul.
Completely, and it just changes how you look at things.
Yes.
And that's why we should always be kind.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't have any patience for people that are mean and negative, and they're not adding to a solution, they're hurting the solution.
Because you never know what someone's going through.
No.
You never know. Everyone's going through something.
Yes.
And to be ugly to someone else, because maybe they're in pain. Right? I've got to think that. Maybe they're in pain and they are just lashing out.
Right. But that still does not give you
Well, no.
the right or to be able to be.
No, there should be mammas out there slapping their little jaws.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that has not happened. They didn't get enough
We need some more mammas.
spankings. I'm not saying beat your children, but there was always the fear of,
That switch was coming out.
And you'd have to go pick that switch.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get one really rotten and floppy because you didn't want it to hit you hard.
Yeah, she was not spared the rod, bless her. We come from strong people.
Yes. You did not behave. You would not ever do that.
Your mom was tough, wasn't she?
Oh, and my mom and my grandmother. Lord, my grandmother could come out of nowhere.
And she's a little spitfire too, so I'm sure you got a couple more switches than others.
Yeah, I was always out there trying to find one, but
Oh, that's so flippin' funny. Well, you're a precious human. Any last words? I'm glad that you came on.
I just really would. My wish is that the people that when they get into the government with the Monte Gold that can work in a unified way and just treat people kindly and don't come in with your own agenda. Look at the greater good for the community and work together.
It's just that simple.
Yes, it is.
I mean, there's a lot of folks I disagree with, but you get better solutions when everyone's at the table.
Yes.
So you're going to stay in the table. I'm going to be a mama. I'm going to do my part here, there, and otherwhere. But you're still, you're in Monteagle. And
yeah, I mean, I'm, a real estate broker, and I really have a vested interest in seeing that this area grows in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And plans for it.
Yeah, I want to live in Mayberry. That's been my whole thing.
Yeah.
I just want to flip and live in Mayberry.
I don't want
so hard.
I don't want Gatlinburg. And then Nashville, too. You look at it's just.
They're crazy. Leave it alone.
I have a saying, I want to show you something in Monteagle or up on the mountain, but don't tell everybody.
Yeah, just don't tell
Don't
anyone.
tell everybody. Just keep it quiet.
Gosh, but water's always going to be an issue, and we've got. I'm sorry, Joe's in the wings, but
yeah,
water's always going to be an issue.
Yes,
I mean always.
Yeah,
always.
and and that's one thing maybe with the lake that if with this bigger group coming together that things will be able to be done in a better way.
It just makes sense to be. I remember when we ran out of water in 07, 08. Out in Monteagle, and they were talking. The whole state was in a drought, and we're in a 20-year drought. I guess Big Al said so. So I believe Big Al, but that we a group like working together is the best way if we're interconnected. So
yes.
I know that Ramsey Lake was a part of that discussion.
Yes.
And it's an important part
yes.
of that discussion. So so glad that you're.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully with this, unified thing that it can come together and.
It's better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to say hey to anybody? Any last words?
Just to everyone, please be kind. Don't hide behind your keyboards and be mean, because we do know who you are, and it is a small town.
We do have a lot of sleuths out there, do we not? But it doesn't matter. They're just bullies. All right. Well, I'm going to send Michelle out to spread joy and sunshine, because she does. And we're going to go on a quick break, thank our sponsors. And then we've got a twofer today. We have got Joe Volpe. He is our Grundy County Veterans Services guy. So we're going to have him next, as always. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.